Hello, everyone. I hope you're feeling well and energized today. As a doctor treating hundreds of elderly patients, I've learned a little-known truth. 99% of us ignore our feet, the golden key to healthy, independent aging, and worry about less flexibility or a wobbly gait. The scary part? Many age-related issues, from dangerous falls and loss of independence to metabolic woes and loneliness, start with weak legs. It's not just a 70-80 thing. Leg muscle loss can begin at 30, stealing 3 to 8% per decade and causing big problems. I've seen it. Nancy, 75, suffered a simple fall that hospitalized her for months, robbing her freedom. But George, 72, strengthened his legs early and now golfs with grandkids daily. Today, I'll uncover the aging link, damage causes, and easy home fixes to prevent reverse muscle loss, dodging falls, boosting independence, metabolism, and confidence for a fuller life. Watch to the end for my big 6A secret, the key difference between thriving solo and needing help. It could transform you or a loved one's future. Face this? Comment yes below. You're not alone. Let's dive in. Number 1. Muscle loss in your legs, where many problems begin. You might just shrug and think, well, of course, muscles get weaker as we age. That's just part of getting old, isn't it? But what if I told you there's a crucial detail many of us miss? Your legs, yes, your very own legs, are often the first place your body sounds the alarm about significant muscle loss. It's a subtle warning, one that far too many people overlook until it's almost too late. Scientifically speaking, as we journey through life, our bodies naturally undergo a process called sarcopenia. It's a fancy term for a very real thing, a gradual decline in both muscle mass and strength. And when it comes to where this process hits hardest, first those big, powerful muscle groups in your legs, like your quadriceps in the front of your thigh and your glutes, they're often the ones that show the earliest signs of this decline. Now, why does this matter so much, especially as we get older? Here's the core why. This isn't just something that suddenly kicks in when you hit your 60s or 70s. Oh no. This process, this quiet erosion of your muscle strength, actually begins to accelerate as early as your 30s. Think about that for a moment. From age 30, we can start losing anywhere from 3% to 8% of our muscle mass per decade. Through my years in practice, I've seen countless patients, so many who are genuinely surprised to learn that their current struggles with balance or mobility didn't just appear overnight. Often, the foundation for these issues was laid decades ago. Medical research, study after study, consistently highlights that preserving leg muscle mass isn't just about walking around better. It's a critical indicator for your overall health and longevity as you gracefully age. It speaks volumes about your body's resilience and your ability to maintain your independence. If you've ever found yourself thinking, "Oh, this is just normal. It's just what happens when you get old," I want you to reconsider that thought. It's time to truly see this issue for what it is. If this message has been an eye-opener for you today, please do me a favor. Type "eye-opener" in the comments below. It helps me know this message is reaching you, and it reminds others that they are not alone in this realization. Let's bring this important conversation into the light. Number 2. Risk of falls and fractures. The silent threat to independence. Do you ever feel that creeping anxiety about falling? I know it's a very real and common fear for many older adults, and truthfully, that fear is absolutely justified. Sometimes, just one small misstep, one seemingly harmless slip, can change your entire life. Science has made it abundantly clear. Our legs are the sturdy foundation that supports our entire body. But when our leg muscles weaken, Our ability to maintain balance and react quickly to unexpected situations, like tripping over a small rug or an uneven sidewalk, decreases significantly. Have you noticed yourself feeling a bit wobbly when stepping over a small curb? Or perhaps needing to grab onto furniture or walls when moving around in dim light? These are signals you simply cannot ignore. Your body is sending you a clear message. Your legs need to be strengthened. I remember a dear patient of mine, Martha, who was 78. She was always an active, independent woman. But one day, she slipped in her bathroom and broke her hip. If you'd like to know more about safe balance exercises you can do at home, please comment "safe steps" below. And I'll definitely consider making a dedicated video on that topic to help you feel more confident with every stride. Number 3. Loss of autonomy and independence. The invisible fear. Losing the ability to care for ourselves is one of the biggest fears I hear from my older patients. Does that resonate with you? The feeling of not being able to climb stairs on your own, get up from your favorite chair without help, or even simply go grocery shopping independently can make us feel like we're losing a vital part of who we are. And I completely understand that sentiment. Science has clearly shown that strong leg muscles are the cornerstone of nearly every daily activity. From lifting your foot to step over a threshold, to maintaining your posture while standing for a long period to cook or garden, all these actions demand significant support and strength from those crucial leg muscles. I had a patient named Arthur, 70 years old. He was always an active man, enjoying long walks and exploring the city. But as his leg muscle mass significantly declined, he eventually had to rely on a wheelchair for longer distances. The loss of his freedom to go wherever he pleased, the inability to do the things he loved, deeply affected his spirit. I saw Arthur become very sad, very disheartened. You see, maintaining leg muscle mass isn't just about the physical. It's about protecting your right to freedom, your right to self-determination in your own life. Don't accept dependency as your fate. We need to fight to uphold our self-sufficiency and our ability to care for ourselves. You absolutely deserve that. Set yourself small goals each day. Maybe it's walking a little bit further around your house, trying to stand up from a chair a few times without using your hands, or gently carrying a few light items. If you yearn to maintain your independence in the years to come, if you want to continue living a full and free life, please comment "independent" below. Let me know you're fighting for yourself. Number 4. Psychological impact beyond the physical. This is an aspect that few people openly discuss. But the physical decline we experience can lead to a deep emotional pain that we absolutely should not ignore. Have you ever felt prolonged sadness, lost interest in things you once loved, or felt lonely even with family and friends around? That feeling of no longer being able to do the things you once cherished can lead to a quiet sorrow, even depression. And I want you to know, it's not just a mood. It can be intimately linked to how your body is changing. When our mobility becomes limited, our social life and personal hobbies, the very things that bring us joy and connection, are severely impacted. Gradually withdrawing from social activities, being unable to join friends for outings, or participate in personal passions can cause feelings of isolation, sadness, and a heartbreaking loss of purpose. What's the deeper why here? The loss of autonomy isn't just a physical issue, it's a loss of identity, a loss of the ability to direct your own life. Many older patients I've met in my practice have shared that they began to feel like a burden to their children, or felt their self-worth diminishing as they became less active. That's an immense psychological burden. Have you experienced prolonged sadness without a clear reason, or a gradual loss of interest in your old hobbies? Sometimes, The root cause isn't solely in your mood, but in how your body is changing and the limitations those changes bring. Throughout my career, I've seen many patients develop symptoms of depression as they gradually lost the ability to care for themselves and engage in social activities. A good therapist can certainly help immensely, but I've also come to realize that physical rehabilitation is often a critically important first step in improving mental well-being and rediscovering the joy of life. When you can walk more easily, do more things for yourself, you inherently feel more confident, much happier. If you believe that mental and physical well-being must go hand in hand for a fulfilling life, please comment "well-being" to show your agreement and commitment to your holistic health. Number 5. Metabolism and diabetes risk. A little-known secret. Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts to eat carefully, the scale keeps creeping up? Or why you might get a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes later in life? I've heard these questions many times from my patients. And I want to tell you, there's a secret that few people talk about. A connection you might never have considered. Your legs, yes, those very legs, could be a significant part of the answer. Science has clearly explained this. Our leg muscles are among the largest muscle groups in our body. They make up a substantial portion of your total muscle mass. When we lose this important leg muscle mass, the body's basal metabolism, which is the amount of calories your body burns even at rest, significantly decreases. So, why does this become so toxic as we age? Because this metabolic slowdown makes your body much more prone to storing fat, even if your calorie intake hasn't changed. This leads to a redistribution of fat in the body, increasing the risk of being overweight, obese, and developing a host of other metabolic problems. Scientific studies have demonstrated a direct and powerful link between muscle mass, especially leg muscle mass, and the body's insulin sensitivity. Muscles act like a glucose factory that consumes sugar, and when you have less muscle, your body struggles more to regulate blood sugar. I had a patient, Mr. William. He struggled with type 2 diabetes for years, always worried about increasing his medication dosage. If you're surprised by this connection and found it truly helpful, please comment "Wow Factor" to let me know you've learned something new and valuable today. I love seeing you discover these health secrets. Number 6. Test your leg strength at home. The simple chair test. How do you know if your legs are strong enough? That's a vital question, and you don't need to go to a gym or even see a doctor to find out. I have a simple, quick, and incredibly effective test you can do right now, right in your own home. The science behind this test is very clear. The chair test assesses the strength of your quadriceps, your gluteal muscles, and the overall endurance of your lower body. These are the main muscle groups responsible for standing up and sitting down safely and easily. The ability to perform this movement repeatedly not only indicates endurance, but also the functional strength necessary for your daily activities. The chair test is a simple, yet widely used and trusted tool in medicine and physical therapy to assess fall risk and functional health in older adults. It's favored by professionals because of its effectiveness, ease of execution, and the fact that it requires no special equipment at all. So, let's try it together, shall we? Find a normal, sturdy dining chair. Place it on a non-slippery surface. Now, without using your armrests or any other support, sit down in the chair and stand up 5 times in a row. Try to do it as quickly as you can, but always maintain control and stay safe. If you find it difficult, feel very tired, or have to use your hands to push yourself up, consider that a wake-up call. Please don't ignore this result. It's an important indicator for your future health and your ability to maintain independence. Be honest with yourself and listen to what your body is telling you. And remember, this is just a quick test, not a complete medical diagnosis, but it's an excellent prompt to start paying more attention to your leg health and to seek professional advice if needed. If you've taken this test, please comment your result below. Easy, moderate, or difficult? I'd love to know where you are on this journey. Number 7. Solution. Number 1. Strength training. The golden secret to turning back the clock. Many people think that lifting weights or doing strength training is only for young folks, those gym rats with bulging muscles. But that's a huge mistake, an outdated notion. Strength training is the fountain of youth for your legs, and I want to emphasize, it is for all ages. Science explains this very clearly. Strength training stimulates your muscle fibers to grow and become stronger, a process we call hypertrophy. It doesn't just increase muscle mass, but also improves bone density, enhances joint function, and boosts the responsiveness of your neuromuscular system. All of these are incredibly valuable benefits as we age. Why is strength training so essential as we get older? Because as we age, our bodies need a stronger stimulus, a more consistent reminder to maintain and build muscle. Strength training provides exactly that. It helps us effectively combat the process of muscle loss. The most important thing is to start gently, gradually, and then slowly increase the intensity in a safe manner. Countless scientific studies have proven that strength training is not only safe, but also incredibly effective for all ages. It can even reverse a significant portion of the muscle loss we've been discussing. I had a patient, Mrs. Alice, who was 85 years old. She always used to say she was too old to exercise, but then she decided to try gentle water aerobics and Pilates classes. After just 6 months, she was able to walk independently without her cane, felt less tired, and had so much more energy. Mrs. Alice's story is a vivid testament to the power of persistence and a suitable exercise method. Have you tried strength training? Even gentle exercises? Comment stronger if you're ready to start this journey toward healthier legs. Number 8. Solution number 2. A protein-rich diet, the foundation for healthy muscles. Have you noticed that as we get older, we often tend to eat less meat, fish, or dairy products? That sounds harmless, right? But I want to warn you, a lack of protein is a silent enemy of your muscles, and it could be secretly undermining your strength from within without you even realizing it. Science has clearly explained that protein is the building block of our muscles, made up of essential amino acids. When the body doesn't get enough protein, it struggles significantly to repair and rebuild damaged muscle fibers, which naturally leads to faster muscle loss. Numerous medical studies have shown that increasing protein intake in the diet can help slow down the process of muscle loss, sarcopenia, in older adults, and significantly improve overall strength. I've witnessed many of my patients, after receiving guidance from me or a nutritionist, show remarkable improvements in strength and energy simply by paying more attention to adding protein to their daily meals. It truly makes a huge difference in their lives. So, what's the practical solution? Make a conscious effort to include high-quality protein sources in every meal. Think lean chicken, fish, like salmon, eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and various beans and nuts. If you find it challenging to get enough protein from food, you might consider protein supplements like whey protein powder or plant-based proteins. Soy, pea. Have you had enough protein today? Comment fuel if you're going to pay more attention to fueling your muscles correctly starting today. Number 9. Solution number 3. Vitamin D. Not just for bones, but for muscles too. When we talk about vitamin D, many people's first thought is about strong bones. And that's absolutely true. Vitamin D plays an indispensable role in maintaining bone health. But did you know it's also an incredibly important partner for your muscle strength too. This is a connection that few people notice, but it's incredibly vital. Science has clearly shown that vitamin D plays a crucial role in regulating muscle function, helping your muscles contract efficiently and stay strong. Studies have demonstrated that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to reduced muscle strength, increased muscle weakness, and, alarmingly, an elevated risk of falls in older adults. So, why does this become so essential as we age? Because as we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. At the same time, our ability to absorb this vitamin from food can also decrease. This makes older adults more susceptible to vitamin D deficiency, especially in regions with less year-round sunlight. Do you feel unexplained muscle weakness? Or suffer from frequent aches and pains in your bones and joints? Or have you experienced unexplained falls recently? Get your vitamin D levels checked. It could be a crucial piece of your health puzzle. Numerous scientific studies have reinforced the strong link between vitamin D and muscle strength. I've seen many cases where patients significantly improved their strength, reduced fatigue, and decreased their fall frequency after their vitamin D levels were brought to an optimal range through controlled supplementation. It truly makes a remarkable difference. So, what's the practical solution? Try to get responsible sun exposure, about 10 to 15 minutes each day in the early morning or late afternoon, avoiding the harshest midday sun. Most importantly, talk to your doctor to get your blood vitamin D levels checked. Have you had your vitamin D levels checked this year? Comment "sunshine" if you're going to schedule an appointment with your doctor to check and optimize your levels. Number 10. Solution number 4. Quality sleep. The miracle drug for muscles and mind. Have you ever wondered why, even if you get enough hours of sleep, you still feel tired, sluggish, and your body just doesn't seem to repair itself after a long day? I've heard this many times from my patients. The truth is, poor quality sleep is a silent destroyer of your muscles, your mental health, and your overall well-being. Science proves this. When we sleep poorly or our sleep quality is low, our bodies produce more cortisol, a stress hormone. Chronically high cortisol levels can lead to muscle breakdown and fat accumulation in our bodies, especially around the abdomen. Conversely, deep sleep is precisely when your body recovers, repairs cells, and rebuilds muscles. Why is this so essential for older adults? Older adults often experience disrupted sleep cycles. They are more prone to insomnia, sleep apnea, or issues related to stress and chronic pain, all of which significantly impact sleep quality and muscle recovery. Scientific research consistently affirms the indispensable role of deep sleep in muscle recovery, hormone balance, and maintaining mental health. I've witnessed many patients show significant improvements in strength, energy, and optimism when they addressed their sleep issues. It truly is a miracle drug that's free and readily available to you. So, what's the practical solution? Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Create a bedroom environment that is dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed. Limit screen time from electronic devices like phones and tablets before bedtime, as the blue light can disrupt your sleep. If you suspect you have sleep apnea or other serious sleep problems, don't hesitate. Talk to your doctor right away. Do you sleep well? Comment "zzz" if you're going to prioritize your sleep more, starting today. Number 11. Solution number 5. Physical therapy. When you need an expert. If you've experienced significant muscle loss or are recovering from an injury or surgery, trying to exercise on your own might not be enough and could even be harmful. Sometimes, we truly need the dedicated guidance of a professional to get us on the right path and recover safely and effectively. Science has proven this. Physical therapy provides personalized and closely supervised exercises, focusing on restoring strength, range of motion, and function to weak muscles, injured or post-surgery. Physical therapists not only help you perform exercises with correct technique, but also ensure you avoid further injury and maximize your recovery outcomes. Why is physical therapy so essential in certain cases? Because when a significant amount of muscle has been lost, when you have chronic joint issues, or have a history of multiple falls, trying to exercise without proper knowledge can cause new injuries or worsen your existing condition. A physical therapist has deep knowledge of the human body and the recovery process. They will design a safe, appropriate, and effective plan specifically for you. Physical therapy is an indispensable and incredibly effective part of functional recovery for older adults, especially after major surgeries like hip or knee replacements, or severe injuries. Throughout my career, I've referred countless patients to physical therapists, and I've seen them recover remarkably, regaining mobility and a quality of life they once thought was lost. It's truly an amazing process to witness the body heal and strengthen under the right guidance. So, what's the practical solution? If you are experiencing significant muscle loss, have balance issues, or are recovering from an injury, talk to your doctor right away about getting a referral to a physical therapist who has experience working with older adults. Well, friends, we've reached the end, and I'm thrilled you joined me. Remember Eleanor, whose simple fall stole her independence? And George, who, by prioritizing leg strength, still strolls with his grandson and golfs weekly? These stories highlight how vital leg health is for aging gracefully. Strong legs aren't just fall-proofing. They safeguard your freedom, passions, metabolism, and mental peace. Muscle loss starts early, but we've got tools: strength training, more protein, vitamin D, quality sleep, and PT when needed. These simple steps pave the way to vibrant, independent living. I hope this empowers you. Health blooms from daily choices, not big leaps. You've got the wisdom to age with confidence. Now, my question. What's your one commitment post-video? Try the chair test tomorrow. Add protein to lunch? Check vitamin D levels? Share it below. Let's motivate each other to act. If this resonated, hit like to amplify the message. Subscribe to join our community of empowered agers. Don't miss the next tips. Finally, share with one loved one who needs this spark. You could gift them lasting joy. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay wise. See you soon.